Hi and welcome back to the next episode of Up the Shed. Haven't done a video for a little while now, just been busy with work, back to work, so that has taken precedence over anything I do obviously. I've also been working on the shed itself, so as you know, I was going to extend the shed out that side as it stands, and that's now done. Now I didn't really want to show the video of that. It was done very piecemeal, it was very fragmented, and while that was being done it was absolute chaos in here with very limited space. So now I'm in a better position, I'm in a better place now. I've cleared loads of stuff out, cleared loads of things out that I thought I needed but I don't anymore really. So I've just gone through a cleansing really of everything that I've got. So that side's more or less done. A few bits and pieces to do it there still, and as you can see behind me, the storage that I had here is gone, and there's still a little bit of a mess here. I've got most of the bench back though, which is really nice, and down this side behind the camera I've got some more storage and moved some bits and pieces around. So I'm going to do, I want to get the camera off of the stand, and we'll start out there and we'll just have a quick walk around. It's still a bit messy over by the wood lathe where I've got the wood lathe now, still a bit messy there, but I think you'll get an idea of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to achieve up here. Cladding's not been done on the extension yet. That's something I'm still looking to purchase as soon as possible really, so I can get the actual thing weather tight. But the roof's done, so I know it's weather tight for the as far as, like, you know, when it rains. So let's say we get the camera off and we'll have a quick look around. Okay, well, the door there is the door that was on the original shed, so that's just been moved across. So under all of that, as you can see, maybe just about see, is my wood lathe. As I say, I've still got a little bit of tidying up to do out here. This is just odds and sods that have been thrown out here. Wood chisels all in a nice place there for all the lathe chisels. And I managed to get some limb bins, and this is a spare one that I've just got odds and sods screws in really for now. And that comes off the wall, which is really nice, so that's good. And then we've now got a limb bin system, which is absolutely fantastic. So screws, nuts, bolts, washers, you know, you name it, it's in there. It's not really labelled as such, some of it's been labelled, but for the most part we can see what's in there. And then down below we've got some more limb bins where I've got my offcuts of material, so round stock and square bar and bits and pieces. Again, still needs to be sorted. We're still looking to do that. Right at the bottom there we've got some high tensile nuts and bolts, and then we go through, we've got two 6-foot shelving systems. These are 900 wide, 300 deep and 1800 high. So what I've done is, on top of that, I've also used that for stock storage, for round stock and a few other bits and pieces you can see. So all my reloading stuff that was on the bench by the window is now out here, packed away nicely. And again, we've still got a little bit of sorting out to do out here, but for the most part, well, we're there, you know. We've got some stuff over here right at the back that we don't use that often, but it's there, it can be used. We've got some paints and bits and pieces down the bottom. Come across to the wood bandsaw that we've got, and we've now got the blast cabinet in its final location. The two compressors under there, the one on the left was originally mine, that I bought, and the one on the right, which is a Bambi dual compressor, lovely and silent, was actually given to me by a very close friend. So I feel very blessed that he gave that to me, so that will now stay there. And although it's not really big enough for the blast cabinet, it's only meant to be 50% duty cycle. For the stuff I do, quick blast in it, it's absolutely fine. So as we come further along, we've got a new bench out here. It's 500 deep bench. So I've got all my toolboxes and bits and pieces underneath there, easily accessible, drills and so on. Come down, we've got the stick welder and the sticks that are there. And then up at the bench I've got space here, as you can see. I've got my polishing wheel there, and eventually we're going to have, in that space where that battery is, I'm looking to get a bench top parts washer, and that will actually live in that location. We've got a power bar on the wall, so we can obviously plug stuff in, and we've got a couple of storage cabinets here, and what these are for, if I get a little bit closer, hopefully you'll be able to see, they are for taps and dies. So at the moment we've got, you know, whatever I've got, UNC, UNF, they're all mixed up. There's metric there, there's BSP, we've got some weird wonderful, we've got some BA stuff, BSW, BSF up there. I've even got one for a British Standard Cycle 7/16, and some Whitform 5/16 30 Whitform and left hand threaded as well for that one. And then as we move down, we've got a number 23 vise that I will renovate eventually, and that will most probably live somewhere there. And we've got our little bench grinder there. So as we go back into the main shed, main workshop, we want to call it, we've got the the metal bandsaw that's there, and we've got some storage cabinets, some filing cabinets that just have got tools in and bits and pieces in there. We've got an old cabinet above that which has currently got things like thinners in and glues and stuff like that, which is all good. Much better way of doing it. And we've got an old cabinet repurposed to a unit that was my daughter's up there, and that's got all the tooling and measuring stuff for the lathe really, and the milling machine adapter. So all the tools that I scored from that very generous retired engineer are all up there, bits and pieces, and it's easily accessible as well, which is great. This unit here was on the floor, so it's nice to actually get it up to the right sort of level where you can easily access everything that's in there. And then below that we've got another little unit. It's just got some rags in there and some woodworking tools. So as we spin around to the other side, we've got Dexy and racking here. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do. This might actually go, because the aim is that down there now where you can see the arbor press is, I'm thinking of putting a Bridgeport down there. Not sure if I can get a Bridgeport now. I've got 2 meters, just under 2 meters wide, and I've certainly got the depth. You know, from the back of a Bridgeport to the very front of the knee is about 1300 millimeters. And then what I'll have to do is mostly just put a hole somewhere up there and build out a little box outside. Must be 300 mil deep, just to take the top arm, the overarm, if it's pushed all the way back, because according to the paperwork I've seen, there's 1600 maximum dimensions front to back. So although that's a massive machine for this space, I can get it in, and I was advised, funnily enough, by the same engineer, whatever you can fit in there. If you can fit something big in there, put it in there. It's more rigid, so on and so forth. The lathe has been moved down, most probably 200 or 300 mil. My gears for the change gears have been mounted there for now. So what will most probably happen is this end of the bench will go, along with parts of this will go, and then, as I say, what I might do is extend the bench along here and then get rid of all this. But to be seen really, not really sure. I just need to get it all sorted and get rid of all this stuff that's on the floor. But yeah, so we are well into the build. We're, you know, quite a way into getting things where we want them to be, for the installation of a, you know, something like a Bridgeport or something of that size. You know, I want something that's going to be rigid and will do the work that I potentially want to be doing. So there we are. Okay, well that's just a real quick update, because I haven't put any videos out recently, and I just felt that I would share, you know, where we are at the moment. A lot of work's been done, a lot of clearing has been done, still quite a fair bit of work to be done, and some clearing obviously. And the plan is to get all this done prior to purchasing a Bridgeport or getting it anywhere near getting a Bridgeport in this location. I can't seem to find anything that's, you know, maybe smaller than a Bridgeport but still has the same sort of capability. I've done a bit of searching online, and there's certainly nothing about. If you know of anything, then please leave a comment in the section below. My sort of issue is that if I buy a non-known brand or an unknown brand, then maybe, you know, parts for that, spare parts, or, you know, maintenance going forward could be an issue or expensive. Bridgeports are well known, they're well respected as a brand and as a make, and the spares are fairly easy to come by. So as I say, if you know of anything, please leave a comment in the section below. As I said guys, this is just a quick update, so as always please take care, stay safe, many thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.